She's kind of the perfect one. Maybe she does have info. Why? When are crocodiles this active? Yes, engine light off. Will I even be able to see anything now? What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben and today I'll be reacting to The Bad Batch Season 3 Episode 8. Now, last episode was absolutely amazing. We got to see the Shadow Troopers, we got to see the guy that basically would not die, and we got so much on Crosshair and it made me so happy for him just being able to build back the relationships and become better with like sort of Hauser and dealing with that whole thing. Of course we got to see Wolf again and get to see Rex basically convince him to let traitors go. That was amazing that Rex has that sort of way over the clones. And it makes me have hope for Wolf, but I doubt he'll be allowed to remain in his position of power when he gets back to Coruscant or wherever his base is, when his troopers obviously rat him out and say that he let traitors escape. But yeah, as for this episode, the last episode left it off in a way where I'm hoping it's going into whatever Omega is. I want that info. I want whatever it is that makes her special. I want to know the Kaminoan's original plan for her. I want to know what actually is going on inside of her blood that allows it to be Force compatible. Is she Force sensitive? Is that what allows you to do it? But then I feel like that can't be the key because there are other Force sensitives. You could use Anakin's blood, and that can't work. Does it also mean that Jango and Boba Fett's DNA would also work and allow that? Because then that means there's another option out there in the galaxy that would allow them to do this. And if they have the records from Kamino, they would know that Boba exists. Yeah, I want info, I want answers, and I'm hoping this episode does give it. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. Ah, Pablo looks like he's doing... Has that grown? It looks like it's grown. The city's grown.
He and Rex lost most of their squad in that attack, all because the Empire was after me.
And now you're safe. They can't find you here, hopefully. They better not.
By staying away. He's right. We need to know more about why Hemlock's after you.
Yes, love it. You're on the same page, and I love Crosshair being soft and caring for Omega.
Until then, you have to lay low.
Yeah, are you actually grounding her? Is she staying there while you go and find out what on earth is wrong? What on earth is weird with her?
Incoming transmission from Fee.
Fee?
Pirate. She's a pirate.
Oh no, are we? I want to know if is this going to be tech related. I want to know about the tech thing. What's Fee like with tech gone?
I've been asking around about this M-count thing, which hasn't been easy, by the way.
Yeah, I doubt it would be.
Certain Class 1 bounty hunters have been retrieving M-count targets for the Empire.
M-count targets.
You're better off asking a bounty hunter.
We have run into a few.
Yeah, you know a few.
What about Fennec?
Oh, Fennec Shan.
Oh, of course, it's just out of the loop of all of this.
He was hired by the Kaminoans. Abduct Omega.
She's kind of the perfect one. Maybe she does have info.
I can probably track Fennec down for you. Not gonna hand over that information for free.
Yeah, I feel like you're quite okay. I want Fee to express something about tech. There was one mention of it. I want something.
I got a split. I'll get back to you.
Okay, no, nothing. She's fine.
We can't trust Fennec. Not around Omega. Agreed. You and I will go alone.
Michael's already come so far too. He's already concerned for Omega 2 and he's being more adult. He's being more cautious.
See if you can convince him to get his hand looked at. Ignoring it won't make the problem go away.
Okay, we're dealing with both things this episode. Amazing. Okay, so Omega has her own little mission. That's what you need to do. When you need to ground her, give her something to do so she feels useful. That's all you need to do. And it's not technically grounding, you're just making sure she stays safe. And the only way to get her to cooperate is to give her something to do. Let her feel important and useful to the group. And getting Crosshair fixed, that helps. This space looks very colourful. This doesn't look Imperial. It's far too bright. This place looks quite cool. Obviously litter everywhere, but it's interesting. This is a space station. This ain't Coruscant. I'm getting Coruscant vibes. Getting a lot of Coruscant vibes. Where is this? What is this? There she is.
The less Fennec knows, the better.
This ain't gonna go well, is it? It never does.
We're in the middle of something here.
Not anymore.
We'll finish this later.
Sit down.
Oh. The guy looks so scared.
You're the clones who ruined one of my scores.
Yeah, this is already going off on a bad foot, isn't it?
We're here for information.
It's going to cost you.
Yeah, we've figured.
You have money?
What kind of information can I help you with? See, the way this works,
Do they not prepare?
Has a bounty out for M-count targets.
why do you want to know about that?
That's our business.
Okay, good.
I haven't done one of those jobs myself, but might know someone who has.
Okay, interesting, interesting.
Now that will definitely cost you
How much money do you guys have?
more than you've got. But we might be able to work something out.
Okay, yeah, work with her on a job. Just hopefully it isn't something evil.
You're good with demolitions and ordnance, right?
Yeah, you're gonna be exactly what she needs.
There's a bounty I've been trying to bring in, worth a lot, but he's been hard to catch without a crew.
Are these lot gonna team up? This would be so cool. She was already awesome in the times she was against them. This would be amazing if she actually teams up with them.
I'll get you what you want to know.
I'm not really scared of betrayal because it's contractual. If they get what she wants, it's fine. And then they get what they want.
So we're clear. I keep the payment on the bounty.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. They don't want it. They don't need it. They need info. That's it.
How does your hand feel now?
The same.
Just still shaky even when he's not in battle.
I have exhausted all medical treatment options. Perhaps the issue is not something physical.
Yes, it's in his head.
Elaborate more on the experimentation. I could determine the cause.
Forget it.
He's built up a symptom in his head. Is it like where he thinks he's got the hand thing, so he has it? I know that's like a type of thing where someone can convince themselves that they're sick and make themselves sick like that, but they're not actually sick, so you need to break them out of it. Is that what's going on with him? Then why on earth would he need his? Why on earth would his body need him to be sick?
Ready for anything.
We made a deal. I'm going to keep it as long as you hold up your end.
Yeah, I trust her. I think she's fine. She's gonna be fine.
Siler Saris, the slayer of Ordo Eris,
Looks pretty cool. He looks like a mantis. Is he a mantis?
took out a couple of top bosses for the Haxian Brood and escaped with a cache of credits. Powerful people want him found.
I'm dead.
The hunters that went after him never came back.
Great. So he's good.
But eventually, everyone's luck runs out.
And you've tried this and you weren't successful, or you just couldn't because you didn't have a crew. I hope you tried this before, because you need like some kind of practice run, I guess. No one does well their first time. This is cool. New planet. I like her ship, and I was painted like orange. Matches her suit. She definitely has an aesthetic. Oh,
The air here will kill you.
great. That's great.
I need a boat with speed, and not something that'll capsize like last time.
You've tried this before. Great. Wonderful. That's all I needed. You've tried it before. It capsized. Great. All these boats look dreadful.
10 for that. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, is it really? It's still a bad boat. Why can't you get a better boat for 10? And off you go. Cool. Getting a lot of swamp vibes. This planet, I like the aesthetic of this planet. It feels very different to what we've seen before.
The area we're headed is extremely hostile, so always keep your eyes on the water.
Why? What's in the water?
Obviously something bad.
Say, I'd never go in it.
Piranhas? I feel like it's gonna be something evil. How's Hunter gonna track when he can't like touch the ground and stuff? This would be cool to see.
Cut the engine.
Is that something?
There's some type of mine up ahead.
Nicely done.
Better get in there and check it out.
But you said you never go in the water.
Yeah.
And I'm not. You are.
Fine.
Come on, Wrecker.
At least you can stand in it. Now that's a plus sign. There's a lot. And the water's clear. I wasn't expecting it to be clear. That means you can see if there's anything nasty here.
Go over them and boom.
At least we're on the right track.
Exactly. You know, so he must be close.
He won't be expecting us to disarm them. We go this way, and we have the element of surprise.
She has a point.
It's risky.
You're the explosives expert.
It's underwater.
You want that information or not?
Come on. I believe in you, Rekka. You got this. You can do it underwater. You better defend them. You gotta be good here. You can't just expect them to do everything. I want you to pull your weight.
We'll split up. Go left. I'll go right.
Okay, I really hope they don't forget about, like, one of them. Because that would be bad. That would give away everything. Still shaky.
Close doesn't count. It's either a hit or a miss.
You're still more capable than most.
Yeah, you are. I love that relationship and how she's being so supportive.
Whatever they did to you on Tantus could have affected you more than you realize.
Yeah,
No, it's not in my head.
it is.
Maybe you're the one who has to fix it.
Exactly. He's got to admit that what happened on Tantis was horrifying. And you're kind of lucky that only your hand is sort of suffering from it.
You don't like anything.
True.
No. I love these three. These three are amazing. They're like, season 3 is them. They're the focus and I'm loving it.
What is it?
What? What? Alien crocodiles?
Wanna speed it up?
Ah, great. So even she's scared of them. How bad are they? How bad? You'd think that they'd know to avoid the area because of, like, their mines. You got it? Get on the boat. Can you hit one of them? Ah! Hunter. Go on, Wrecker! He's wrestling a crocodile. Oh! Okay, nice. Good, Fennec. Go on, Wrecker! He's insane. Everyone on the boat, move. Nice. What was that? Were there more? No. Oh. It is just one of them. Why do they go after you so much? Why? When are crocodiles this active?
That's why I never go in the water.
Yes, very good. Lovely lesson. You close?
The currents are too calm to tell.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you guys aren't cut out for this job.
You can't do it if you can't do it.
I wouldn't be doing any worse.
Even Omega got away from you.
Apparently, she got away from you too.
True. Stop it.
So what happened with the kid?
What's it to you?
Good. Be wary.
That information must really be important to you.
I don't like this. She's fishing for something.
I let her go when the bounty was called off. The client.
Yeah.
They thought Omega would be safer with you. Guess they were wrong about that.
Would you say who the client is?
Good guys, bad guys, their money is all the same.
Money's not everything.
And that's because you don't have any.
Or because you don't have anyone that would replace money. You seem pretty much like a loner. I don't like these shots. I feel like someone's watching them. I want them to have the element of surprise. Is that something? Is that... It is a house. It's something. Yes, engine light off. Will I even be able to see anything now?
Go check Siler's hideout.
What about you?
I'm the lookout.
Or the ditcher?
Take all the risk, and you get all the reward.
I trust her. I don't think she'll win. She wants the money. But then again, this could be a giant trap. How untrusting am I? Sitting down. You're good. You're messing with your gun. You're fine. Okay, you're staying. This is real. You just want money and you don't want to get in the harm's way. It's very spiky. Definitely doesn't want company. Maybe this is a trap? Would he plant a fake safe house? Trap. Not trap. Oh, he's above you. Oh, that's creepy. That's super creepy. You hear it, right? Come on, you got this. Wrecker. Oh, wait, there is a trap in the floor that you're trying to get him pushed into. Come on, blast him. Oh, he's fast. How can we not see more of this alien species? They're pretty cool. Nice. Check the ceiling. Ooh, oh, it was an escape tunnel.
Underground?
You heard me.
Okay, he's concerned. Where are you going? Is he gonna steal the boat, Fennec? She killed the engine. Oh, no! Come on, Fennec! This guy is insane! Oh, there's another boat. Come on, please tell me you cut that line too. Wrecker, good. Ew. No! Ah, knife! Oh, you did. Oh, come on. How is it? Come on, get him! You're still standing! Okay, you got him. Good. Now you can get info and whatever is Omega.
You were right to bring us along.
I'm always right. Grab him and let's go.
I do like her. I hope she works like... if we see her again, I want her to work well with people. She's a really... She's just a fun character. I don't want her to be against people next time. Let her work with people.
What are we doing?
It's meditation. It'll help you heal.
Like Genji. Force stuff. Sensitive. You. I'll be so happy if they can fix the hand in this episode. That'd be amazing. Is this dealing with what's going on in his head?
Picked it up from my friend Gunji and the other Wookiees on Kashyyyk.
You've been to Kashyyyk?
Yep. You've been so out of the loop. I love that they're like doing this and he's basically like saying what to everything they're referencing.
Now, close your eyes and focus.
Don't think this will heal him. It might just highlight what he needs to heal, whatever it is that is affecting him. It's definitely something he's gone through, and I doubt this would resolve it that quickly. I'd assume that maybe it could just let him, maybe show him a memory of what's actually causing this.
You promised us information.
I didn't say I had it on me, but I'll get it after I deliver Siler to my client.
Okay. I trust this fine.
You can either fight me or trust me. Take your pick.
I trust her. It's not worth it.
Good choice. I'll be in touch.
I trust her. I think she'll be on. That's quite funny. I like her. I think that'll be fine. I like her. I think she'd be a great ally. I hope Bounty Hunter. It's weird. I like the concept of it, but when they add like cool characters to it that I want to be good, it's kind of annoying because they could fight again.
I just finished a job with some clones. They were asking about the Empire's M-count bounties.
Who are you talking to? That's just a bunch of nothing.
Sure you can track them down easily enough. I'll send you what I have.
Oh, is that betrayal? What is that? What is that? What is that? No, I'm gonna trust her. I don't know what that was, but okay, well that left me uneasy. That was going so well. I'm hoping that was okay. So that's the information she's going after. But she mentioned, I'm sure you can track them. That was either directed to the Bad Batch, where she's sending this guy after them, or it's to some other person who has the info. And I'm hoping it's that one. I'd like it if she is being trustworthy and she's keeping her word and her deal. But yeah, I really liked that episode. It was nice. It was a decompression episode compared to what the insane things that happened in the last two. So I like that we got to calm down. We really did get to calm down just watching Crosshair meditate and try and heal his hand. I love that was like the side story going on. It keeps Omega useful, keeps her on board with staying out of the field, because that is where it's most dangerous at the minute. I like that they have now a lead onto what is going on with her, so that answer is close to being there. We're getting that information. Fennec, I do love Fennec. I think she's a really fun character. The design, absolutely love. The black and orange, I think it's a really cool colour scheme. And the design of her suit is amazing. I like seeing that. And of course, it's Ming-Na Wen. Love the actress. I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, I love bounty hunters are just such a fun concept because they can be against you, they can work with you. It's the same thing with Hondo. I love Hondo, but it's very clear he can just flip-flop where he gets profit from it. I really like her. I hope that we see her on the more good side of things. I'd love it if she does stay helping the protagonist instead of being against them. It's great seeing her in action, but I like her as a character, so I want her to be good. Yeah, Crosshair, they're finally putting a definitive answer on the whole hand thing, so it isn't a biological response to the experimentation. It's not an injury. It's something that's going on in his mind. It's psychological, and that is the issue that he needs to overcome. Now, I think meditation is a good start, and it's getting him calmer and sort of understanding the psyche behind it, but I think he definitely needs to realise what memory or what happened during Tantus and his imprisonment that's caused this. So obviously something traumatic happened there. I'm guessing it's the Shadow Soldier thing. That's probably what's done this. His refusal of that, I'm guessing, because it was designed to erase your individuality. That obviously would have hit a nerve for Crosshair, who had the whole chip thing. So yeah, I doubt he would have wanted to go back to that. His refusal of it probably pushed his body to the extreme, which caused an effect on his hand, and it's in his head. So he needs to realise that his head is trying to compensate for whatever painful memory he had to go through. And it's taking it out on his hand. So he needs to go through the memories, find it, and realise that it's not happening anymore, and he's away from it, and he's free, and then his hand can sort of get back to how it should be. Yeah, Hunter and Wrecker, I love that we got to see another mission with them, like being the duo. Getting to see Wrecker's development again. He's become much more cautious, saying that Omega should stay behind. So I love that sort of Tech's death has pushed Wrecker forward. Because at the start, he felt very childish. He would run into things, he would just try and punch first, ask questions later. Now he's actually grown, and he's thinking more, and he's realising that everything will have a consequence, and he needs to be careful. I love how that is developed in the background. Hunter, again, he's very much focused on trying to protect Omega, and to protect Omega, he needs the information and to try and save her. And I love that he's literally willing to anything to meet that goal. That he's working with Fennec, someone he doesn't have a good history with. That he's pushing himself through this awful environment to capture a very powerful sounding bounty hunter. It's great. Yeah, the start of the episode, love it, because it's just decompression, as I said. But this sort of it didn't give me everything that I wanted immediately, which I'm happy with, because we could have gotten the information immediately, but we got to wait a bit. Also, and then Crosshair's hand, it's set up. It's building to their eventual finding out all the information and getting Crosshair's hand fixed. I love that this episode was just calm and relaxing, and it was just nice to watch, and you got to see the story progress, and you're getting little hints of everything. It wasn't filler because they're still dealing with overall plot, but it's still nice and calm. It doesn't need giant amounts of action. It was just good. Really enjoyed this one, and of course, Fennec Shand, highlight of the episode. Love her character. I really like the idea of the bounty hunter and that whole concept, but I want her to be good when she shows up. It was so fun getting to see her work alongside the Bad Batch instead of fighting against them. Her other two appearances were first one trying to capture Omega, then it was dealing with Cad Bane and that whole thing. And now she's showing up again, and she's working with them, and it's so cool to see. She's got such a fun personality in how, I guess, not cold, but realistic, brash. I like that sort of thing. So just seeing her get to work alongside everyone and getting the sort of trust and tension play off each other, that was just really fun. And I hope she shows up again, and she just works alongside whoever's the protagonist of the episode. Hunter, we're getting to see a lot more of his protectiveness with Omega. Yes, it comes from a good spot, and he's thinking that she needs to stay behind and stay safe, but I'm wondering if that's becoming an overprotection thing. Like, it feels like with every mission he almost wants her to stay behind. Yes, it makes sense, he's just got them back, they're still playing off that thing where they failed to protect her. Even Fennec Shand picked that up, so I'm hoping that is something he can overcome, because it's clearly something that's affecting him, but it's not really affecting him that much to the point where it's affecting him in the mission, but it's something he's going through and he needs to learn to overcome that. So I'm hoping that gets built on, because right now it feels like Hunter, he's there for the plot, but he's not really getting much of the plot to himself. We're seeing the effects of the plot on him, but we're not seeing him do much with it. I'd love for the loss of Omega to really impact him, and it's something that he then has to overcome. That, I think, would be perfect, but we're getting a lot of Crosshair, Omega, they're clearly the focus. Not complaining about that, but I would like it if Hunter gets a little something to do. Wrecker, of course, love it. He wrestled a crocodile in this. That was amazing. So it's always fun to see him get some spotlight. And this episode really highlighted a lot of what he can do. The demolitions expert, how smart he is something I forget quite a bit, because the show really, they use him as comic relief. Him checking him into fights and him just dominating. That's sort of his thing. But he is so smart underneath all that, dealing with explosives and getting to do it underwater. I thought that would be a whole lot more difficult, but again, he just shows it's easy for him. Also love that it's also demonstrating a lot of the development that's been going on in the background with him. With Tech's death, he has become much more cautious and careful. He's not running into fights anymore. He at the start of this episode, he was the first one to say Omega should sit this one out and stay behind and just stay safe. I love that we're getting to see that side of him. He's growing up. At the start, he was very childish. He was very fun-loving. Now he's realizing that there is risk to everything that they do, and he wants to keep people safe. Love that we're seeing that from him. I think this was a great episode. It's just showing the understanding that's grown between Omega and Hunter. Hunter's now realized that the only way to get her to go along with staying safe is by giving her something important to do, and let her feel like she is doing something for the good of the group, which is like helping Crosshair. So I like that they've come to that understanding, and it keeps her safe, but it still gives her something good to do. So she isn't just doing nothing, she actually has a purpose and a role to fill. So that's great. But they brought back the Gunji thing. That's great, because it felt like not that impactful to them. They were just helping the young Jedi. It was very much Gunji focused. That didn't really deal with much of the main plot, but I like they brought it back and that she's actually learned something from it. It does make me wonder if she is Force sensitive, because that would explain the blood thing, but then again, that would mean Boba might be, that could mean Django would have been, but then that feels like, why don't they just use another Force-sensitive blood to do whatever the clone thing is? That might be what they're after, though, because it sounds like a bunch of bounty hunters from the Empire looking for any person with M-count related stuff. So I guess they're looking for young people, or like birth children who are sensitive with the Force. That is horrifying. But yeah, this was interesting that Omega sort of brought that back, and she's now teaching Crosshair to, I guess, meditate, relax, to let his thoughts flow. So we don't really understand what's going on in his mind at the minute. He was blaming the hand on the experiments. We now know that's not the case, definitively, but there's something going on in his head that is messing with his hand. We, of course, know there's obviously the trauma from the experiments, but we don't really know anything specific. We know that he's been there for a while, probably been through a lot there, but we never got to see any of that. I'm hoping that they go deeper into it, and it's not just him learning to meditate and that fixes his hand. I'm hoping that we actually get to see him go through and maybe relive some of the memories that he had on that planet. It'll give us more information. It might even show off more of whatever the Shadow Troopers did. And we'd actually get to see what caused the hand and where you actually get to see him fix it. The ending of this episode was very concerning. I mean, I want to trust Fennec. I feel like she could do good there, but just the way the wording and we couldn't understand the other voice that was speaking to her, that is very worrying. Like, because you can almost infer different things from what they said. Just the one line I don't like is, you should be able to track them. I don't want that. I don't want anyone finding Pabu. That is like the one place that's safe for so many people. If someone can track the Bad Batch to there, that's disastrous. But yeah, but I hope that means that they're going to get their intel. Whoever she contacted will maybe... The good scenario, the good thing that I could think might be happening, she's contacted that person who has the intel, they might deliver it. So maybe it won't be Fennec that will deliver it, or maybe she can just contact them like she did, like they contacted Fee. So maybe that can be something. But then, why on earth, well, who does this person have to track? That is concerning. They left it off on a cliffhanger. Something's going to come from that. I'm hoping no one finds Pabu. The episode overall was really nice. I think I do have some complaints in like the lighting. Yes, the swamp is meant to be dark at night. There was obviously no lights anywhere. They don't have street lights, but it's very difficult to see. And it's like, I mean, there was a good action sequence, but I don't think I fully got to appreciate it just from how dark everything was. I do like that it let the knife glow really well. That was a cool sort of thing to follow, but I feel like it really didn't help the fight scene. I would have liked to seen this new weird alien fight Hunter and Wrecker. He looked awesome, and for what I could see, it looked like a very good fight scene, but I wish I got to appreciate it more. Other than that, this was a great episode. It dealt with just being a decompressed episode as well, because after the last two being very intense, this is something I needed. Just nice, relaxed, and dealing with more smaller stuff, and still making the plot go along, but in a slower pace, and just give you time to process everything that has happened so far. So this was really nice to see. Just wish I could have seen it a bit better. As for what's next, I like that this episode basically, it felt like half of an episode. Getting closer to getting the information, getting Crosshair on the path to healing. I like that it did that, and I feel like next episode maybe it'll go more into it. We'll get the intel, maybe Crosshair can be healed, and hopefully it can stay like a nice decompression episode like this one was. It felt calm, it felt smaller in scale than whatever the last thing was. So I hope that the next episode is in the same kind of feeling as this one. I know when they eventually get the information, that'll be quite a big revelation, dealing with the whole Force, whatever thing with Omega, but I think the nice calming thing will be Crosshair getting his hand back and being able to use it and being confident in his ability again. Because I feel like that could fix him as well, because he's still very grumpy and all the time, but I feel like having his hand back, you might maybe even see him smile. I think that could be nice. Now, as for larger future things, the big revelation from this episode is that the Empire are not only just looking for Omega, they're looking for other M-count individuals. Force-sensitive people, that's what that is. So that's fun that they're hunting for those people still. I mean, like, what did Palpatine really expect? He wiped out the Jedi religion, but there are still going to be Force-sensitive people born. That's just a natural thing. So now I guess, does he need to control that? I mean, how do you try and control it? There's still going to be born. There's no way you can stop that. It's very concerning to think that he's still going after that, like I guess the Jedi were. They could sense when a Force-sensitive child was being born, so they'd send people over there to basically take the child, and the parents would have no say in it. But now Palpatine's continuing that, so that whole cycle's going to continue. Like, what does he want there? He doesn't want to expand the Sith. I mean, he has his Force army. It's probably for that, isn't it? The Inquisitors. Is that what he's doing? Is he just going to keep expanding that with more children? But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one for Season 3, Episode 9. See ya!